Well, it is the Crimson and Gray game today. Cougs fans are getting their first look at some young WSU talent, new faces on the team this year. Sports Director Julian Minnesone is live in Pullman this afternoon. And Julian, this is probably the last time we'll see, or get a good look rather, at this Cougar team for a while. But what have you been able to pick up so far from today's spring game?
Well, the first things first, the spring game is for the fans. I have a couple WSU fans that wanted to talk about their team real quick. Guys, what does it feel like to be at the spring game?
It's so much fun. We get to watch all of our friends play against each other. It's such a good time.
Feels good to be back in Gisa Stadium.
Feels really good.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibes that are going on right here. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, a lot of fans out here for the spring game. Of course, when it comes to a spring game, defense always has the advantage because they kind of know what the offense is going to do. And that's been no different here. The offense has had a little bit of trouble, at least early on, aside from maybe a trick play at the start of the spring scrimmage. Since then, the offense has picked it up a little bit. Running back Javensky Schlenbaker has scored a touchdown. There's been a couple more touchdowns as we've gotten later into the spring game, but mostly defense has won the day. Now, the big thing with today, Jake Dickert wanted his team to stay healthy. It's been a little bit of a rough go so far. Running back Leo Palasi got hurt. He had to be carted off the field, as well as a couple other defensive and offensive linemen had to be limped off the field as well. So we'll see their status after the game. A couple injuries, but so far defense has won the day, Jordan.
Well, you hate to see those injuries, especially in a spring game like that, Julian. And there's still a lot of questions for the Cougs, including who the leading man at quarterback is going to be. And the easy answer seems to be quarterback John Mateer, who's been in the program for a couple of years. But there are some other younger guys battling for that starting role.
Well, that's right. Yeah, John Mateer ran with the first string, at least early on today. Now, both quarterbacks didn't really do a ton to solidify that #1 spot, but that's okay. It's spring. It's not supposed to happen right now. The big thing with Jake Dickert going into this spring game was not a lot of turnovers. We haven't seen a ton of that so far yet, but both quarterbacks doing their best out there. Head coach Jake Dickert said that the starting quarterback role would not be solidified until the first week of the season, and I imagine that to continue. But John Mateer still seems like the leader of the clubhouse over Bryant transfer Zevi Eckhouse. It's a neck-and-neck race between those two right now.